Hey guys, so we have some live trades to show you today. Today was crazy, but it was pretty good. So I finished the day up with $750, I think. But see, it was kind of a roller coaster. So initially I took a trade pre-market. So I was trying things out that I don't usually do. I took a trade pre-market at a great entry. I thought it would make it to a certain level, but it didn't make it to that level. And I was up around $200 or $250. And I didn't take profit because I wanted to see the trade through, even though my risk to reward was 2 or 3 to 1 at that point. So I probably should have taken some profits. And then I sold it back on the way down, and I only made about $30 on that trade. So that was unfortunate. And then I try it again. I get a worse entry, and then it comes all the way back down, and I sell for like a $200 loss. So that kind of bummed me out. But I told myself today I would focus on controlling my emotions, because perhaps there'll be some other trades that will bring me back into the green. And that's exactly what happened. I made it all the way up to $900, almost $1,000 on the day. And then I gave 300 or 400 of it back. And that was where I hit my max frustration. I could feel it. I just said, oh, screw you, market. Give me back my money. That's my money. But I really controlled it. I'm happy that I controlled it today. I just sat on my hands, and I eventually made back another $250 on a very, very quick setup. And we'll go over all of that today. I got a lot to talk about, so let's get it started. Okay, so with that said, let's get into it, guys. I'll bring over the P&L. You can kind of see what happened today and just kind of the ups and downs. What really sucked is that I was up $930 something in the day or something, and I took this trade on CLWT. It was popping up, it was halted. I'm really good at these halt plays, so I only took 400 shares or something, 300 shares, and I ended up making an extra $50 on this trade right here. And then for this this break right here of high of day, I bought in with 700 shares, I believe, which was too many at the time. I had 300 right here, and then I added for the break. And then when I tried to sell, I got only 100 shares filled at the top. And I held on all the way back down. It came all the way back down here. You can see in 5 seconds here, we went down from 560 to 520. So then right before it got, it broke out of this kind of range here, is where I had to sell the rest of the shares, and I went from up 50 to down 300. And I was like, no, what have I done? So there's some really important lessons to be learned in there. So I am not upset that I took the trade. It wasn't a revenge trade. It was a good setup that I'm good at. I took too many shares. So I didn't reduce my risk enough going later on into the day. So let me show you what happened here. If I can go over here. So we can see it pretty clear on the 5-second chart. This is kind of my game plan here. So I can see this consolidation in here, which is right here. I'm just trying to make this as easy as possible for you guys to understand. For the break of the highs. So I was waiting for the break of this level. So what ended up happening was it was consolidating and moving upwards, and I could see this happening kind of more in my head because I trade with the 1-minute chart. So really what I saw was this. But the thought process going on in my head was on the 5 seconds. So I thought it was going to break right here. So I bought in with, I think, 400 shares or something, 300 shares. And then it didn't. It was rejected, but it kept moving up along this ascending kind of triangle or trend line. And then as it was breaking through, I added another, or I doubled my position. It was something like that. We'll see it in the video. And then I put my shares up for sale at the top, and I only get filled 100 shares. Only a measly 100 shares. Sold 100 shares here at 590, you can see. 590 was the top. It was top tick. It would have been perfect if it had worked. But not only did it not work, but I didn't sell back on the way down. So this is something to learn from that I should have sold. You'll see it in the live video. I should have sold in this area instead of waiting for it to just absolutely dump. That was really stupid of me and wiped out more profits than it should have. So I ended up having to sell the last 600 shares here down at 510 from an entry at like 570, 560. That wasn't good, but I guess 700 shares is a lot less than I would usually take, so I did reduce the risk, but not quite as much because I knew that this could drop that far. So anyways, I had some really awesome trades on SAEX, but I don't want to go over all of that stuff right now. I'll go over it in the video here. Let's pull up the live trades. So here you can see I was in pre-market. This was the position I was talking about in the intro. For the break kind of $3, I bought really, really nicely there on the bid at support. Realized I wasn't recording because it's 8:48 right here in the morning. So I started recording, and we make it up. See, I'm looking for a break of high of day, and I'm going to sell into maybe the 30s. That's my plan, like 32, 33. I'll get it fully out of the position. So here I'm up. You can see I'm up decently, 260, but I said to myself, okay, I don't want to just sell because I'm up. I want to see the trade all the way through. I don't want to just take the money and run. Whereas maybe that's what I should have done in this scenario. But so my risk here, I got in at around an average of 299, I think, or 290. Yeah, 290. Oh, it says it right here, 297. So that means my risk was about 10 cents to the bottom of this candle. So I need to make at least 10 cents, or preferably maybe 20 cents. So 20 cents on this would be 217, and it made it up to 217. So maybe I should have taken profit in this area. Like, look how much I'm up. But I wanted to see the trade fully through, so this is just a part of my learning process. I definitely should have taken 600 shares off right here, and then sold the rest at break even, and I would have made more money. So that's what happened there. We can see I sold back on the way down here into support because like I said, I don't really trade pre-market. I don't really know what I'm doing pre-market as well as I do at the open. So I just wanted to try it out. There was lots of volume, so I thought it was a good idea. And then I get back in again because I think it's going to break through this trend line, and this is where I get myself into a bit of trouble. I'm holding through this loss. I'm just waiting to see what happens at open. Where is the open here? I'm waiting for that first spike before it plummets. So my opportunity was right here. So this is the open. This is what I'm watching. I see it kind of pushing towards $3. You can see I'll put my shares up right there. I put my shares up. I get filled completely. I'm all out for a winner now. I lost a little bit of money, but I'm out now. And then right after that, it plummets. Because I knew that the shorts were just going to attack this like sharks. They were not going to let any of this happen. So after this, look, it plummets. Like, it plummets. So I'm glad I got out of that. So the next trade I took here was on RSLS. I tried to buy the dip on a strong stock. You can see right here. Let's see where I get filled here. I get filled because I see a big bid pop up. So I put my shares also up there. And then I realize I'm wrong. Or I could be wrong, so I sell out. But this thing is whippy. It's all over the place. So I should have just held on. I just need to hold on for my plan from now on. So that's okay. And then I get out for a small loss. You can see I get back in here on support again because I see, okay, the volume is starting to come back into it, and this might actually work. So I'm waiting for that first 1 minute candle to make a new high, which is right here. And then as it surges through, what was that, 94, I believe? You'll see it right here. I put some shares up at 302. I put 1,000 up at 302. That's the resistance towards high of day. I put another 300 up, and I don't really get filled. And I eventually get, or sorry, okay, I hold on to these 480 shares for the consolidation. And then I say, okay, the next move will be a break of high of day. So I'll add for the break of high of day. because it surged up to high of day, consolidated, and then it's going to shoot up again. So if I see that happening, I'm going to add. So what I did here, when I saw this big bid here pop up, and we started to get really, really close to high of day, I added 1,000 shares. I got filled at 301, and you can see we're already up at 305. So I was anticipating that move before it happened, and then as it surges through here, I put the 1,000 shares up. I get filled at 311 here, and I start getting the rest of my shares out, and that was a great trade. That was an awesome, awesome trade. I tried to play it again, I think, and I held through this loss. So what I did here was I added on support, and this is another lesson to learn today. I think what I was trying to, like, I was averaging down, but I really did expect a bigger move to happen. So you can see the move happened here on high volume, and the pullback was on low volume. But what I should have been paying more attention to was, for example, the window here on the daily was closed. We made it to that target, we hit the resistance, and now it's on its way back down. I shouldn't have been in this trade in the first place. So this is really, really valuable to learn. And then I realized I'm wrong, so I have to get out. And I knew right here, as we reclaimed these averages, and we were coming back down, that I was wrong. I was stupid to even be in this trade, so I got out. And then I went from $270 to a loss. Where is it here? A loss. Where did it go? Where the heck did it go here? 270, and then I lost all of the 270, and I finished. Oh, here it is. Down 176. So I lost $400 in that trade. That was not good. So I oversized. I averaged down, and I should have read the daily. I didn't read the daily. I wasn't looking at the daily. That was my mistake. I think I was getting a little too in the zone and everything, but that's what happened there. So once we get those crappy trades out of the way, we can get into the better trades here. SAEX. I bought in for this break here with 2,000 shares at the support of the daily. So after that last loss, I looked at the daily and I said, okay, I'm going to pay attention to the daily this time. So I'm buying in here for the support. I had to hold through this the pullback here, and I was down, but I didn't think we would pull back before it shot up. So my max loss on this was, I think, 190, the bottom of this candle. I think, what is that, 197 or something? So I have to make at least 15 cents, 16 cents for this to be worth it. And once it comes up here, I wait and I sell here. I get 1,000 shares out at 240 from an entry of 213. The risk to reward is there, but I had to hold through a little bit of a pullback there, so I'm not too upset about this trade. And then what did I do with the last shares? I think I re-added or something, and then I sold out. But then as it made the move again to push through high of day, yeah, I can see here. As this guy was being bought up, I bought into him. So I bought in another 2,000 shares, and I'm already up big. And my thought process is we're probably going to push through high of day. So I'm going to sell some shares up there. I get some more shares out. It's kind of all over the place. It's a little hard to follow, but that's how I kind of compartmentalize or whatever the trades in my head. So I saw here that we're consolidating, and I added back again my 1,000 shares for the move over 240. The move over 240 comes, and then I say, okay, that's it. That is the last move for me, and I get all out up here towards 50. Where is my last fill? Right around here. I bail it on the bid for a win of $635. That's great. That's awesome. So what else did I do here? I took another trade here. I tried to buy the dip on support, and I took a loser. Let me find another good... Okay, the CLWT trade. So, what did I do here? The first trade, I was buying for the break of the recent high of the unhalt, which was 550. So it came back down to the halt, it found support, and typically these surge back through the highs. So as I saw 45, I bought in. I'm already up 30 cents or whatever, but I don't get the fill. I finally get the fill, and then I bail out on the bid, and I only make $30 when really I should have made like $100 and something. I'm not sure what it was here. Does it say? Yeah, see, I would have made closer to $100 if I had gotten my fill. So that was unfortunate, but I was waiting for another pattern to form. I wasn't chasing. I wasn't doing anything too crazy. Right here, I thought we were going to surge through 75. So I bought in as the volume comes in right here for only 400 shares. I realize I'm wrong, so I try to get out, but I see it's still holding that area, so I say, okay, we're consolidating, and if we break through, I'll add. That was my mistake. Like I said, I talked about it earlier. That was my mistake. So we come up here to 75, and I add. I added to 700 shares, and then I put my shares up here at 590. I don't get filled. I only get filled 100 shares. Just 100 shares. That's it. And then you can see here I had plenty of time to bail out at 560, 570, 560, 555. I should have just bailed out right here. So breakout or bailout. And then we're already down here in the 20s. I realized I screwed up. We just keep dropping. We keep dropping. I'm waiting for a good spot to get out because this is support. This is massive support right here. So I think if we bounce a little bit, I'm just going to get out. I'm not going to try and turn this into a winner. I'm just going to get the hell out. But unfortunately, it just kept dropping. And I told myself, like I tried to get out here at 525, but it kept dropping. There was no relief. I didn't know what to do, so I said at the bottom of this candle, sorry about that, my phone's not on silent. So at the bottom of that candle, I told myself that I have to get out. I have to get out. So I bail here right before it breaks through $5. I bail into 510. I take the loss, and now I'm down. Like I was up $900, and then now I was only up $600. So that's unfortunately what happened. But I did end up making it back on a very quick trade here on MTSL. I'll just show you. We were talking in my Discord. Again, I'm going to try and get you guys to maybe join the Discord. You can see there's a lot of people in here now. We've been talking pretty much all day. We've just been talking about stocks, talking about what we've traded. So I would love if you guys join. You can ask me questions in here too, or you can leave the comment on the YouTube channel. But it's a lot of fun. We're talking about a lot of stuff here. There's some people in the voice channel right now. I think so everyone in green here is one of the traders. So I think we're actually at 50 or so. Let me check. Invites. Okay, 36. So we're almost at 40 people. So that's a lot of people. So that will be in the description below. You can click on that. You can join. You can talk, or you can just listen. You can just read. You can do whatever the heck you want. So that's that. And the other thing I had to do here is the Bitcoin giveaway. So we have to choose somebody to win the $25 worth of Bitcoin. I flew through 250 subscribers. So many people commented on this. Thank you guys so much for doing that. So let me just figure out how to do this. I'll probably just close my eyes. You guys can see I'll close my eyes. I'll scroll like a madman. We'll go to the bottom of all of the comments here. Okay, so the bottom of the comments is here. I'm going to scroll like crazy. I'm going to do something like this. I'm just going to randomly stop and mouse over someone, and that person, if you could comment again on this video, and we'll figure out how to get it to you and everything, or if you join the Discord and let me know, we can figure it out through there. So let's do that right now. We'll see who's going to win, and it is this person. Who is that? Basketball fan. Congrats, brother. Many more to come. So, basketball fan, whoever you are, if you could please message me. I'm going to like your comment right now. Congrats on the win, basketball fan. Please respond. So, that's how we'll do that. We're going to do another one. Actually, I'm going to hold off on telling you when because I'm not sure yet. I think 500. I'll do $50 worth. But I really appreciate the subs. I appreciate everything. I hope you guys are enjoying this channel. Please let me know how I can improve it, how I can do anything to change it, what you like, what you dislike. Let me know what you traded today. Other than that, we are off to a better week now. We are definitely off to a better week. I'm back up. I had a nice win. And I showed more discipline than I did yesterday. So I traded, I'll just say lots of names again, because the point is that I felt the intense emotion that would normally cause me to revenge trade deep into the red, but I kept my cool, waited, and got back a bit of the loss. Also, lessons to be learned. What was that stock? On CLWT, don't take so... See, I think the size might actually been okay. Might have been okay. Don't take so much size on risky setups, but if you do, so what I should have done, like I said, was just bail out. Just take the tiny loss, and then I would have made so much more money, right? So I'm still learning how to do that, but I'm getting much better at it. So, but if you do, bail out sooner. So I'm just going to write that. We will wrap the text, and with that, we'll be done for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you tomorrow.